Hey y'all, Sarah Lee here, and we are back again with Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So, last episode, the greatest, most tragic, most terribly sad event that you ever could imagine happened, and we lost Angie. Fuck her. She's dead. Yeah, let's move on with it. I mean, we gotta find the killer and everything, but, I mean, can anyone really blame them? Anywho, let us pray for Angie. Sure. Let's do that, Cubes. That was the big thing of last episode. I mean, Mew might have a crush on us and some other shit, but I mean, other than that, it was just... Angie finally kicked the bucket. It was a great, great day. I mean, except for Kibo here, but he's brainwashed. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven.
Atua, please take care of Angie.
Aw, yeah, really, guys? Tenko, are you even sad?
It can't be.
Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have a tool with her?
Exactly, guys. Wasn't Atua supposed to be watching over her, or was she just bullshitting you? Clearly she didn't.
Weird.
That's not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. Well... maybe Atua is always watching, but he can't interfere with things. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua,
Right?
yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win the killing game.
Really?
Well, wait, this is part of the killing game? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Can't leave you, I thought you were one of the smart ones. What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way.
But why would someone do such awful thing?
But is that really what happened? Huh?
Wait, what?
Could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but...
One of them! What if the resurrection ritual worked? Oh, you're growing mushrooms, Fanny. Okay. Oh, a vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke is green again, too. That's a pretty ominous sign.
Oh, why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were going to make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. You know, like a team-building exercise, except with more death and less team. That has been the case so far, yes? Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? I mean, not really if we keep killing each other. Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together.
But how?
So, let's get started. He's just pushing him off the screen. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Yeah, Monokuma file! Sorry, I don't think you should shove Monodam like that. That might not lead to a good outcome for you, buddy. Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monofanny? Fanny, you good, girl? By the way, I've been thinking you guys should knock off all the killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Ah, more green puke. This is really unlucky.
So long. Farewell.
At least Montero seems to have some interest in our well-being.
So then,
As there is no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So, everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
Yup, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Wait.
No, not Gunta. No way Gunta ever get used to this.
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. Don't become desensitized. Let your emotions flow freely. That's pretty nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. I mean, in all fairness, Bucky, back on the kettle black. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
That's true. Hey, let's see what actually killed her. There's like a puddle of blood, but who knows. But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Do you think she killed herself trying to do the damn ritual? Alright, bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together! Okay. Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaido? I mean, he seems to bounce back a little. We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like...
The culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie?
I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time?
Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of that transfer student?
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Oh, poor Kaido. What? Shut up already. Ugh, it's her fault! Telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaido, are you alright?
Damn.
Sure. Sorry, Shushu, I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Bye, Kaido. Get better. Kaido left, still a bit wobbly. Wobbly wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
Jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role. I mean, it's my place.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well...
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right? Yeah, and I also want to take a peek-see at that ritual paper. Yes, let's take a look. The victim is Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. I'm not sure why I'm saying it like that. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Ugh. The forehead also has a laceration. So stabbed in the... Wait, what's that over by... Kaede's the thing. Is something stabbed into Kaede? Huh. The forehead also has a laceration. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
So, the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said.
What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one on the student council, yes.
Why?
Ideas. A member of the student council. That's... Himiko. We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together. Himiko, you didn't, like, betray your goddess, did you?
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. Due to loving and worshipping her, or due to the fact that you are guilty? Himiko would be too obvious though, wouldn't it? But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
Huh?
What?
What a
Surviving and everything else. It's too much of a pain.
pain. What was that?
Then why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop!
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say with certainty, no?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course, resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie. Seance!
You see.
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Oh, Kyo, I love you. Seance.
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I am serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For an investigation?
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who's the culprit is. and bring this curse to a swift close.
Now.
First, a resurrection ritual, now a seance? Are you messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature all the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times? On top of that, we have here a chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. Yo. This is very inappropriate timing, but whatever. I will do anything you say. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this use. Sure.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
However,
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory.
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. To prove such a thing is possible, I think it best we consult Angie herself.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual? So we're going to fight the occult with the occult? Sounds badass.
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
How exciting!
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
What? Huh? I'll help too. What, it wouldn't be too much of a bother, Himi?
Huh? You too, Himiko.
If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes. I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't let leave Himiko
whatever
alone.
you want.
Ouch.
Do whatever you want.
Okay, I will.
So then,
So, now we have 4 participants, Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people. We are still one short. Fine, the key boy can come too.
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky. Ouch! Himiko, the burns today! Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
well then,
So then, we need the place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab?
no.
No, in order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible.
So we need someone without any windows.
My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then how about the empty rooms?
That's
Oh, the ones from before? Yeah, that's a good point. They do have lots of darkness, but they also have lots of slats. And slats can be problematic. Empty rooms, the ones on the 4th floor?
There aren't any windows in there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up.
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like
I
this.
see. Yes.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. Are you really going to do this? Of course he is! This is for an investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Well, do your best, guys. Our wishes are with you. Kyo, Kokichi, Kiba, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about that stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. Plus, Kia's my bestie, so I'll, give him lenience with everything. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Investigation! Let's do this! Kaede! Kaede! Oh, I can't look at it? This door is the lab's back door.
Is this?
Are we just going to ignore the stab Kaede wax figure? This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
that's true.
And that's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey.
Oh, wait, what's this? Look, there's something golden shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. I don't know why you just went weird and country. Golden shiny, could it be? The
that
sword
all
from
right?
Kyo's office lab thing. Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do whatever you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click!
Okay.
Just as I suspected, the lock will slide without much effort. Clack. Whether you lock or unlock it. This could be an important clue. You know what else could be an important clue? The giant fucking golden sword stabbed into Kaede's wax figure. If we just look at everybody's palms of their hands now, it would be great, you know? This is how we solved our first clash trial ever, isn't it? Oh wait, was it? Was it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. It was totally that way. I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter the room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. You do that, Missy. Can I, like, seriously not look at this? Is there any way I can look at the wax dolls in general? Maybe I have to click on Angie's body and that'll bring me closer. I mean, I was close by the back door, but whatever. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste time around here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She had no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. There we go, that's probably better. The four effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ribs are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Okay, if I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey.
Is this rope from the warehouse?
you're right.
I believe so. That means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out. Also, why is there a fucking sword in Kaede's? I'm sorry, did I miss something? Am I forgetting something? Did they tell us about the ritual and stabbing swords into things? The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. Was indeed. By the way, why is the effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I assume as much. I'm not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Angie, clearly. Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely trying to fuck up our crime scene? Is there a Bia around? Effigies hung upside down has been added to the truthful section of your bob head. That's the type of thing he would do. So we're really just not going to... Oh, okay, we can look at it. Katana! A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why? What is wrong with you? Let me see. Such passion. Maki nudged me aside and then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Oh, wait. This is a crime scene. You can't just go putting your fingerprints all over everything. You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because
Yeah, that's true, but we have to preserve the scene, and you're kind of fucking things up. What if the wax statue falls and breaks? Then what? Then we have vital clues that are missing. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this?
It has blood on it! So, it's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Kiyo's lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kia's lab is on the same floor, and they just grabbed something close by? Or could it be that it was used for the ritual? They may have been in a hurry. Maybe Himiko's not too far out of left field. Because what if the ritual called for blood sacrifice? Then what? Because I can't remember if they told us about the ritual or not. I'm pretty sure they didn't. I'm pretty sure Angie was just taking care of that bullshit by herself. And stuff. Because clearly these guys don't know what the fuck was going on with the ritual. Because, you know, they were hanging them upside down. It's like, it's not part of the ritual? I don't know. Do you know? And stuff like that. So, we still have to figure out what the ritual is about. But, I mean, the gold leaf katana thing. I mean, other than having, you know, big roots in Danganronpa history, lore, whatever, and stuff, it is also technically an antique artifact of some occultness stuff. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But, yeah, so it could go into the ritual. Maybe they may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapon of this length.
Huh?
Not really.
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used the sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them. Personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off this easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me and then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away. Thank you. I'll avert my eyes. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy. Shink!
By the way...
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? To hide the blood, probably, and for us to assume that was part of the ritual, maybe? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? He was trying to hide the murder weapon through the ritual. Blech. Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
Then, what's the reason for this? Blood sacrifice? Blood sacrifice. I honestly have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where the weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. The gold leaf katana has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Now here is a question. Because we can assume that whoever used the katana, like looking at the door now, I was thinking maybe they could have opened it if there was like a hatch or something nearby, but no, there's nothing like that. So the only explanation for the gold leaf being on the, it was on the door handle, right? Let me look at this again. That's that door. Yeah, it's on the lock. Okay, so that means no one has used this door since we got in here, blah blah blah. Also something going shiny on the knob. So that means that they locked this door. And if I remember correctly, this door has a turn lock on it, right? So this one, I don't know, I'd have to go and see. We still have to look at her. Oh, right, we have the Necronomicon and all that crap. But if the other door is like a normal, you know, turn lock and everything, they could have just turned the lock and closed the door behind them. You know, the ones that are on the knob, not like the padlock turn. Well, not padlock. What am I thinking of? Deadbolt? No, this is the deadbolt. What am I thinking of? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The actual heavy-duty locks for houses and crap. And everything. But if it's just like a doorknob lock, then... Oh no! Because, yeah, let's look at this real quick. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Maki, do you see what do you see? I just want to confirm something. When we got to the lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm positive. So we routed, didn't we? Grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Click, click, click. Really is locked.
I knew
The
it.
front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, 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 clack. Click, clack. There! Open, says me. So he picked the cylinder lock open. Yeah, cylinder lock. Let's go with that. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key.
Okay, here it is. But there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside.
Indeed. Let me see that key. Monodam swiped the key from Monofanny and then lifted it to his mouth. Nom.
Ah, he ate it!
That's right, he ate that. So, Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So, the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities here, lady. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Art Lab's front door has been added to the truth bullet section of your blah blah blah. Anyway, still, it's strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yeah, the cylinder locked key was taken by the Monocubs, so both doors can only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab, so he could have created this locked room mystery. But that would be too obvious! It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves. Good point, but again, he's too obvious. Him, Himiko, Hio, H2, you don't go with the first guesses. He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient, right? Kokichi's lockpicking has been added to the truth pool section of your monopad. Alright, you should probably look at her body a bit more. Because I kind of ignored that. The Necronomicon. Ah, that book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim. Well, let's figure out the rules. This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey.
And she tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look-see. Ugh. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. What's a ritual? Do you want to talk to a dead loved one again? This simple ritual will return it to burn its soul to the land of the living. Here's how. Preparing the effigy. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant, and you can make it out of whatever materials you wish. It is not obvious who if it is not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. See, I'm an expert. That's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy. Anyone could do it. Even a monkey. Even a bear. How much you know about resurrection rituals? I'm sure we'll actually read through those. Yeah. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size, shape, of effigy is irrelevant. Make it out whatever materials you want. It's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be. Write the name on. Prepare the effigy. Burn this number. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes up on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be formed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid.
And she really believed in this crap. Well, I mean, we did get to see if it worked or not, because clearly she didn't make it to step 3. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added to the truths bullet section of your monopad. Alright, and that's where we will stop the investigation for today. So, thoughts and opinions. I am a little perplexed by a few things. Because on one hand, it's clear that there was a good deal of effort that went into trying to cover up this crime by making it look like, you know, a ritual thing that Angie might have been performing. Because, you know, at first it poses the question, it's like, okay, well, if she was performing the ritual, surely most of this crazy stuff was set up by her with the, you know, hanging them up upside down, stabbing the katana into it, and all that. But then they don't even go through the trouble of trying to cover up the Necronomicon and stuff. Like, that's, you know, a huge piece of evidence that they just left lying around. And, I mean, they could have burned it and sprinkled the ashes, and then we would have never known. We would have never known what the ritual was supposed to be, and they could have, you know, made it look like anything. Because I don't think Angie was sharing it with any of the others. She was doing this solo. You know, she was the only one working in the workshop on these. Everybody else was just playing guard duty. So it becomes this, like, weird thing. Because it would make sense, you know, to have, you know, bloodletting or something be part of the ritual, you know, for blood sacrifice to bring back the dead, but the way it is now doesn't make sense. So, let's see, she was stabbed. What was our truth bullet say? She was stabbed in the back of the neck, right? No, not looking at the map. Not their truth bullets. Okay, ain't lab, Effigy, Scully attack, Gaichi, blah blah blah. Monocle file, duh. Nope. Nope. How do I do this again? There we go. The victim is ultimate artist Angie Nyonango, victim by discovered to it and time of death. Fatal stab wound to the back of the neck, and additionally she has a laceration on her forehead. So that's the weird bit here. Clearly, you know, the katana was probably used to stab her in the back of the neck, probably while her back was turned, because she probably wasn't expecting anybody to come in if she had, you know, both of the doors locked and was working like she normally does. No, that's so they could sneak up, they didn't have to get too close, and, you know, just like, stabbing in there and everything. But then, that extra laceration on the forehead, that's where things get weird. Because it's like, that seems like such a minute detail. Why add that? Of course, we don't have enough evidence to really work with anything just yet. But that's where we are right now. Alright, so yeah, that's it for this episode. Next time we're going to investigate some more things. Go check out Kyo's lab and probably crash his seance. So we'll see how that goes. So until then, you know, like and subscribe if you guys want to, and thank you for watching.